Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Kim and this is I'll Always Save, and today is the start of 90 days locked in. You will find all of this over on Etsy under Income Babes GB. This is an absolutely amazing savings challenge. We also have a Build-A-Bank academy that you can find at school. So I will have that linked down below. Absolutely amazing. So I was trying to figure out how I wanted to do this because I don't know how much money I can bring into this each week. But I want to be able to save something every single day. So I didn't know how many cards I wanted to play with. I didn't know what cards I wanted to use because there are so many cards. But what I did was I got my binders, so I will show those in a second. But these are the cards that I'm going to be playing with. I have them all ready to go. I'm just going to have them shuffled. But what I'm going to be using are, I'm definitely going to be using all 12 of the till cards. So there are 12. So I'm going to be using those. Then I'm also going to be using these, they're kind of like add-ons. They are bonus cards. So there was 3 for each of the 10 tills. So what I did was I printed them out 3 times because I printed my tills out 3 times for the last time I did Build-A-Bank. So I have 3 of each of the icon ones, and they correspond with each of the tills. So I have those. So these are going to go into my bonus envelope, which I will show you in a minute on my binder. I also have the are these aren't situation cards. They are departments. Is that what they are? Oh, I can't remember. Hang on. They are, what are they? What are they? Yes, they're the departments. So I have all the department cards, which there is 9 of them. So I'm going to be using those. Then I also have the situation cards, which there are 9 of those. And then I have the happy customers. Now there are 2 different sets of the happy customers because we did get a set with the A5 version of Build-A-Bank, but I am using the A6 version happy customers. So I'm going to be using those. And then I'm also going to be using the angry customers that correspond with the tills. So those are my cards. There are 90 cards. Now, I could do 1 card a day for the 90 days, which for me, depending on how much I save for each day, might be a good idea for a low income, because I am low income. Now, I know GB is pulling 6 cards a day, and she's going to be going through her cards, what is it, 2, 4, 6 times, because she's going to go through 90 cards in 15 days. That might be a little bit too much for me. So what I was thinking is maybe doing 2 cards a day. So that way, after the first 15 days, I will have gone through 30 cards. And then I would end up going through my cards twice. Or I could do 3 cards a day for the 15 days. And then I would go through No, if I do 2 cards a day, I'd be going through my cards 3 times, right? I don't know. My math is not mathing right now. I'm telling you. So if I did 2 cards a day for 15 days, that's 30 cards. So 30, 60 cards. So 2.5 times, 3 times. I don't know. I don't know how it works out. So I think what I want to do is I want to do 2 cards a day until I make it through the 90 cards. And then I'll just start all over again. Okay? So the first 15 days I'm going to go through 30 cards. The second 15 days will be 30 cards. And then the next 15, so I'd be going through it twice. Same thing with if I was to do 3 cards a day, I think I'd be going through my cards. I'd be going through my cards 3 times if I did it three cards a day. So for the first, I know I'm rambling. I'm just trying to talk out loud how I'm going to do this because I want to be able to save as much money as I possibly can. And then with that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use prop money. And then once I know how much money I'm going to put in, the next time I do my video, I will have the actual cash that will correspond with what I saved in prop. So hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so those are my cards. I have my prop money. So let me move my cards to the side because I will need to stack them up and shuffle them through. So then my binders. So I have my binders. They're not fancy. I don't have fancy paper clips or anything like that. So I'm kind of just using some of the things that GB gave us. So I do have my dashboard, which is the Build-A-Bank Academy. I do have my 90-day cycle over here, my progress bar. So I have that. And that's going to be just kind of like a little decoration here. Then I have this card that says it's time to get locked in. Yes, it is. So that's over here. And then this one is I am capable of being financially stable. I don't know if I'll ever be stable, but I'm going to give it a shot. Okay, and then I don't have anything in the back. So then what I have my envelopes. I have all of my 90 days locked in. I have cycle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I have all my cycles. Then I have my tills. I have my happy customers, my angry customers. I have my situations, my departments, and then my bonus. And then this is where I will keep the real cash is back here. And then I do have a couple extra envelopes. I don't know what I'm going to use them for, but we will see. So that is how I have my binder set up. Now I also have a second binder. So I have this, and this is the original Build-A-Bank. And this is all of my tills. So what I wanted to do, and I don't think I'm going to do it, is that every time I pulled a till card, I was going to save it twice. I was going to save it here, and then I was going to save it here, which would get very confusing. So I don't think I'm going to do that. But yeah, so this is my second binder. It just has all my tills in it, 1 through 12. Yeah, so I don't think I'm going to do that though. So, but I do have it just in case I decide in the other cycles if I wanted to do that. The other thing is, I don't know, because what I wanted to do was that every time I finished a till, I was going to designate that money to something. But I could still do that with here. It would just be all the tills would be together. Again, I am talking out loud. I am sorry. And I'm trying not to make this video too long if I can help it. So I may just set that one aside. Now, the other thing that I wanted to do is I wanted to do this 90 Days Locked In Spring Series. So I did purchase this. And I thought this was super cute. It is Spring Series 1 and 2. And then it had a scratcher. And then it had your countdown tracker. And then I also had the 90 Days Locked In Winter Series that I didn't get a chance to do. But I do have that in here. But I thought about doing this because it came with these cute little cards. And I thought this, what I could do is I could do this as a roll and save, or I could do this as a save $1 every day as like a daily savings. But this is going to come and play some other time. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do this. I may use this for, like, if I get any sales on Etsy, I may pull some of the money from there. But I just thought this was super pretty, and I just love the idea. So I do have this. But with that being said, we are going to go ahead and we are going to start our 90 days locked in. So we need to grab our cards, and we are going to shuffle them. And you will notice that some of my cards don't have anything on the back, and some of them do. I forgot to print the backing, and I wasn't going to waste any more paper and laminate to redo them. I was like, you know what, we're just gonna do it, and it'll be okay. So we're gonna go ahead and shuffle these up, and then we are going to pull. We are going to, I'm probably only going to video one day a week. I may do it twice a week. So we are going to do several days in a row. So my videos are going to be posted on Fridays. So there is our cards. So we're going to put our cards right there. Don't mind the dog hair. We have our money. And then, do I want to do the die? I'm not sure. I'm going to leave that to the side for right now. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to do that or not. So, well, I don't want that one. Okay, so we've got our cards, we got our money, we got our binder. If I need to roll a die, I'm going to roll a die up there. We will see. But I will have it just in case. Okay, so 90 days locked in. So day 1. So we are going to do 7 days worth. Yes, because we're going to do this a week at a time. So we are going to do 7 days worth. So day 1, we are going to pull 2 cards. So let's go ahead and, you know what? I think I'm going to do what GB did, and I'm going to move all these cycles. I think I'm going to just move them to the back for right now. Maybe. 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 Okay, there we go. Okay. So then we are going to go ahead and we have our... I don't have enough room. All right, we're going to move that. All right, so we're going to put this here. We're going to put this here. All right. Hopefully you can see all that. Hopefully it's not too much of an angle. There, that might be a little bit better. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. Day 1, we're going to pull 2 cards. So 1 and 2. So let's see what our first card is. So our first card is a bonus. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to go back to the bonus. And it says add $3. So I know some people are going to be rolling a dice, this and that. I am going to do it low income way because that's the only way that I can do it. But I'm still saving money. That's the way I'm looking at it. So we are going to add $3. So 1, 2, and 3 into our bonus envelope. And then card number 2 is another bonus. And this is going to be add $1. All right. So that is day 1. We saved $4. I don't know if these are going to... Nope. That is not going to work. So I need my Sharpie. There it is. So $4 is with what we saved on day 1. So these cards are done for this round. So day 2, we are going to pull 2 cards. So the first card is a till. All right, so the tills, I think I am going to roll a die. And I'm going to roll the 4-sided die. Okay. So, and I got a 4. So we're going to go ahead and put a 4 here because we are going to probably be using this card again, so I want to keep track. So $4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then card number 2 is another till. So we're going to go ahead and do the same thing. We're going to roll a 4-sided die, and we got 4. So we're going to put $1 back and grab a 5. So on day 2, we saved $8. Okay, so we need to add a 4, and we are going to put them to the side, and then this money is going to go in the tills. All right, so day 3, we're going to pull 2 cards. So we're going to pull a bonus card for $3. So 2 and 3. That one is done. And our second card is $2. It is a bonus card, so we're going to go ahead and put $2. So day 3, we saved $5. And that's going to go into the bonus. Okay. Day 4, we're pulling 2 cards. We're pulling it looks like it's going to be a department. So month ahead, roll a dice or assign an amount to each icon. So we're going to go ahead and roll a dice. And we got a 2. And then card number 2 is another department, abundance, roll a dice or assign an amount to each icon. We are going to roll a dice, and we got a 3. So that is going to be a total of $5 for day 4. And those cards can go back in the pile. Okay. And we are on day 5. All right. So we are pulling, it looks like a situation. So we're going to go up to the situations. Phew, busy day today. Time for a bathroom break. Go to the loo. So I assume we are going to roll a dice, which is 4. So 2 and 4. Whoop. And then we have an angry customer. All right, so the situations, and then we have an angry customer, And the angry customer, we're going to save $3. So 2, 3. So we had 4, 5, 6, and 7 for day 5. Okay. So we need 2 cards. So we are on day 6. We have an angry customer, so we're going to save $3. All right. And then we have, it looks like a situation. Camping trip, team building activity, time to go camping. So we're going to roll a dice and we're going to save $1. So that is $4 for day 6. Okay, so we're going to put the money in for angry customer. And then we're going to go to the situations and we're going to put $1. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So day 7, we're going to go ahead and draw 2 cards. And we got bonuses. And we are going to add $3. So 2 and 3. So $3. All right. So that is week 1. So for the week, we have saved a total of, let me get my calculator. We saved $4 the first day, $8 the second, 5, and then 5, 7, 4, and 3. So I saved a total of $36 for the week. So what I want to do I want to do this here? No. How am I going to remember? Trying to think how I want to do this. So put my cards to the side. So, because this is 30, 60. Okay, so yeah, I can't do it that way. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what I'm going to do, make sure that that is dry. I'm going to put that in there, and then I'm going to put 36 right here. Okay? So I need to get 36 in actual cash to put into the back here, which is going to be my bank. So next week when I come in, I will have the $36 to put in here. And that is it for the first week of Build-A-Bank. I am super excited. I really love this. And I love the fact that there's a huge community for this. So, yeah, if you are not a part of it, you should become a Build-A-Bank member. Alright, so that is my video for today. I want to thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications. Give me a thumbs up. Everything will be linked down below so that you can go check it out and leave me a comment. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.